Button for Congress.
7 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. We start the day. It's a bit cloudy and a bit rainy in Clinton this morning. 58 degrees under overcast skies at this time.
Local information that makes a difference. Here's your regional weather.
Showers and storms through the early afternoon hours today. Highs in the mid-60s. New rain between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. If we see thunderstorms, higher amounts of rainfall. Today, winds out of the southeast at 15 to 25 miles an hour. Cloudy skies tonight, a temperature in the lower to mid-40s, a north wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Cloudy skies on Wednesday, temperatures in the lower to mid-60s. Cloudy Wednesday night, a low near 50. Showers in the afternoon on Thursday, otherwise cloudy with highs in the mid-60s. Between 1/4 and 1/2 an inch of rainfall expected on Thursday. Showers and storms through the morning on Friday. Temperatures in the mid-60s, an east wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. New rain on Friday between 1/4 and 1/2 an inch. Some early showers moving off this morning, more expected on the way this afternoon. Temperatures across the area this morning, 55 degrees in Bloomington. It's 57 in Hayworth, 56 in Leroy and Farmer City, 57 in Champaign, 58 in Monticello, 60 already in Decatur, 57 in Lincoln. It's 60 as well in Springfield, and 58 degrees in Peoria this morning. Pulling up Coco Roz very quickly to see if we can pass along some rainfall from the overnight. 7/10 of an inch of rain in the overnight here in Clinton. Over by Farmer City, about 1 1/10 inches of rainfall. In heading north in McLean County, Bloomington normal. Reports ranging between 8 and 9/10 of an inch of rain. Downs just short of 1 inch of rain. Leroy just short of 2/3 of an inch of rain. Just to the west of Ellsworth, about 8/10 of an inch of rainfall. On 54 north and east of Bellflower, 8/10 of an inch of rainfall, and just short of 1 inch of rain in Lexington in McLean County from yesterday. Excuse me, let's move to the west. And in Logan County, Lincoln, about 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. Between Atlanta and Hartsburg, about 2/3 of an inch of rain. North of Mount Pulaski by a couple miles, about 8/10 of an inch of rainfall in Logan County. Just one report this morning out of Macon County, about 1/2 an inch of rain in Warrensburg. In the Champaign County area, just short of 1/2 an inch of rain in Mahomet. Champaign-Urbana itself, reports ranging between 6/10, 2/3, 7/10, even 8/10 of an inch of rainfall reported in parts of Champaign. About 1/2 an inch of rainfall in St. Joseph. Just to the south of State Road in Champaign, about 1/2 an inch of rainfall. Nearly 1/2 an inch of rainfall fell in Homer yesterday as well. Pulling up some other parts of central Illinois this morning. Northern Moultrie County, just south of Hammond on the Piatt County line, about 1/2 an inch of rainfall. Reported there. About 4/10 of an inch of rainfall outside of Taylorville in Christian County. Edinburgh, just over 1/2 an inch of rainfall in Christian County. Just short of 1 inch of rain in Sangamon County from yesterday. And north of this is Moultrie and Peoria County line, about 1/2 an inch of rainfall reported in Woodford County yesterday. CocoRoz.org, where you can find all those rainfall totals. Again, that's CocoRoz.org. In Clinton this morning, 58 degrees, overcast. Winds are calm out of the south this morning, 100% humidity, and 10 miles of visibility on this Tuesday. Weather anytime is at DeWittDailyNews.com.
From Regional Radio, DeWittDailyNews.com, and the WHOW app. This is local information making a difference.
Top of the morning, it's 11 minutes after the hour. Coverage of news today is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and the WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. It's been a plentiful harvest for a young program at the Clinton YMCA. Darren Moser is the Clinton Y Board president and explains the Acres for Kids idea was seeded about 5 years ago, and it has grown into a very successful yearly campaign that seeks farmers to plant a small plot of seed that will benefit the YMCA, but more specifically, the families of the Y.
Yeah, so 5 years ago, Jerry and I came up with an idea of just trying to partner with local farmers. And local farmers can stretch from Mount Pulaski to Monticello, Hayworth down to Maroa. everything in between. So Farmer City, Mansfield, all of those areas. So it's a big, wide region. And they just need to commit to us that they're in for the Acres for Kids program. And we partner, they pick the seed company, and we try to let them pick the hybrid, even what they would like. Seed company is willing to donate a bag of beans or a bag of corn or 5 bags of beans or 1 bag of corn, whatever the range is. We have a maximum amount per company that is willing to be provided this free seed. So they basically agree in an agreement that they would be willing to plant whatever. And we work with the regional sales managers to get those discounted bags to them as a whole. They plant those seed kernels. They harvest the seed kernel, and they retain 25% of the harvested yield from the bag of beans or the bag of corn, whatever that is. They retain 25%, and they donate 75% of the harvested grain, whether it's in a check form or they take it to the elevator and say 75% of X amount of bushels needs to be the YMCA, Clinton YMCA bushels, and we can market it ourselves and sell it and get the money. So the idea is it benefits Acres for Kids, but it goes a step further for the Strong Kids campaign. And I know Rennie's been in here multiple times talking about that, but the Strong Kids campaign is more than just kids. It's also families too. It helps, that money that is raised helps with scholarships. It helps put kids in pools for swim lessons. It helps kids do soccer programs. It keeps the community from the family level down to the kid level active.
Acres for Kids was able to secure a plot that showcased the program. According to Moser, the plot was a non-biased front and center showcase for the Acres for Kids program, highlighting the companies that are a part of it.
The plot came about where we wanted to showcase the seed companies that partnered with us and allow them in a non-biased plot. So we've partnered with Harbrand Farms. We help them plant it in the test plot. They take care of the rest. So it's completely non-biased. There's no, this row is going to get better fertilizer than that. Everything is planted equally. Everything is fertilized equally. It's planted at the same time, and it's harvested by them. And they provide us the research from that test plot so we can give it to the companies to use for their internal, if they want to use it internally, or if they want to use it for public knowledge, whatever the case may be within their own company. But then they can use a non-biased seed plot for their future sales going forward and how things worked. The very first year we did it here south of the Red Barn, right along the interstate. It was okay. It turned out okay. Just a better fit out there off of Route 10 in Hallsville, right on the edge of town, where people go by it every day on the highway if they're going that way. But it's a little bit more obvious. So partnering with Harbrand Farms, with the seed companies, puts the test plot in the ground. We've got farmers right now putting seed in the ground to bridge that Acres for Kids program.
The Clinton Y's reach has started to grow beyond just Clinton and DeWitt County. The Y offers a successful youth swim program that has drawn youth from Piatt County, but now the Y is offering after-school programming in Monticello schools, as well as summer programming in Monticello. Moser says they are starting to focus on bringing in Piatt County cooperators.
Really?
We do want cooperators in the Piatt County region. We've got one real close in the eastern part of DeWitt this year. So yeah, we would love to have Piatt County, Mansfield, Farmer City, Monticello. They all have our programs right now in a local level, and most of that is after school and before and after school programs. I know Monticello is doing a summer camp this year as well.
Yeah.
So the Acres for Kids program, the money raised from that goes to the Strong Kids. And from that particular program, it helps kids go to camp so they can come learn about agriculture on that one-day camp. Mm-hmm. It helps them go to, like I mentioned earlier, 1 bag of soybeans harvested puts 13 kids in the swimming pool for swimming lessons for 6 weeks. 1 bag of soybeans produced can put 13 kids in a pool for swim lessons. Teach 13 kids how to swim.
For more information on this program, you can contact the Clinton Y at 217-935-8307. Moser stresses it's not too late to be a part of this program for the 2022 growing season. But if your seed is in the ground, he says, still call the Y now, and Moser and his team can get a hold of you in September or October and start talking the 2023 growing season. A Champaign County school district will begin engaging the community to inform them of a June referendum to update facilities. Mahomet-Seymour schools are outgrowing their walls as the community's population grows and the student population in turn grows with it. On the WHOW Morning Show Monday, Superintendent Dr. Lindsay Hall explained this means they need to expand the current facility's footprints.
We have placed a question on the June 28th ballot, and this is a building referendum to issue bonds in the amount of $97.9 million. And this would be to replace Mahomet-Seymour Junior High School, build a new transportation facility to replace the existing facility, and build and equip additions to and alter, repair, and equip the existing buildings, which means to add on to the other buildings. And very simply stated, what all that means is that we are running out of space, and in some cases we've run out of space due to growing enrollment. And recently we just leased a trailer with 2 classrooms in it to be put on the junior high property so that we have more space at the junior high. To be honest, that was a day I never thought I would come, where we've got a trailer with classrooms on our property, but that's the situation we find ourselves in.
According to Dr. Hall, engaging the community and informing it of all of the ins and outs of the referendum and what it means for taxpayers, families, and students will begin this month as the early voting window opens this month as well.
So we are hosting 2 open houses to get information out to our voters. And these open houses are at Mahomet-Seymour Junior High. And one of them is Saturday morning, May 14th from 9 to noon. And the other one is Tuesday evening, May 17th from 5 to 8 p.m. So these are opportunities to learn more about the referendum, exactly what's being asked for, to ask questions, to be able to tour the junior high, to speak with our architect, to speak with our financial consultants about the financial impact of issuing these bonds should the referendum pass. And so we just look forward to inviting our public in and getting them informed so they make an informed vote on June 28th, or if they vote earlier.
At these open house meetings, the community will have the opportunity to gain a knowledge about the push for updated facilities in the district. Dr. Hall explains the community can tour the facilities, speak with the architects, and hear from teachers who are in those buildings each day.
Really, everything that you just said, Seth, those are the goals of having these open houses at the junior high. We're always a little bit challenged about bringing the public into schools when school is in session, because first of all, many people are working during the day and can't make time for a tour. But the junior high is our building that presents us with the most challenges. It's the most overcrowded right now. You know, these open houses are being held there, and we will certainly invite people to walk around and talk with staff members who are there, and they can hear firsthand from our staff what the challenges are. I've been speaking to various groups in the community about this. We have information on our website under Referendum 2022 if people want to see a wealth of information about the bond issue and the financial aspects and what the potential plans are should the bond issue pass. So our goal as the school district is to just make sure that our voters are informed and they have all of the information they need to go to the polls and make an informed choice.
Dr. Hall reminds the upcoming open house is again Saturday, May 14th from 9 a.m. to noon, and then again Tuesday evening, May 17th from 5 to 8 p.m., and both are at Mahomet Junior High School. It is 21 minutes after the hour here on this Tuesday morning. Coverage of news again brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and the morning show streaming to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. More to come here on the morning show on the way.
New trucks and SUVs are coming here at Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton. This is Scott Baum. Yes, we have new inventory arriving, and you can see what will arrive right on our website. Just click on the pre-order and reserve tab. From there, you'll find vehicles in transit and vehicles in production. Or just call our sales staff and we'll help. Find Silverados, Equinoxes, Blazers, including Tahoes and Suburbans, as well as our complete Buick line of SUVs. BombChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
22 minutes after the hour this morning. Again, I'm Seth Lawrence with the folks today for this expanded local newscast. Farmers got a little more time in the field this past week. According to the latest crop report, about 3 days were suitable for field work, although planting remains well behind schedule, says crop statistician Mark Schleusner.
Corn planting advanced 5 points and is now 7% complete. That compares to 50% 1 year ago and 43% for the 5-year average. Soybean planting reached 5% finished compared to 38% last year and 19% normally.
12% of winter wheat has headed, and 48% of the crop is rated in good to excellent condition. That is an improvement over the previous week.
12% of winter wheat acres are now heading. That compares to 21% 1 year ago and 24% normally. The condition of the wheat crop in Illinois was rated 25% very poor to poor, 27% fair, and 48% good to excellent.
Pasture conditions improved to 69% in good to excellent condition. Average statewide topsoil moisture is rated at 2% short, 58% adequate, and 40% surplus. The Illinois Department of Public Health is backing the FDA's proposal to ban menthol-flavored cigarettes and cigars. Menthol is the last flavor that's currently allowed in cigarettes, and the FDA says banning it will help prevent people from picking up the habit and ultimately save lives. State Public Health Tobacco Control Program Director Gail DeVito agrees.
They make it easier to smoke, and in that way, they lead to quicker nicotine addiction. If there was no menthol and youth had to start with just tobacco flavored, science shows that they would be less likely to continue because of the harshness of it.
She says it's also a health equity issue.
The public health interest in banning menthol is that young people, certain ethnicities, African Americans, certain demographic groups, LGBTQ population, all of these groups smoke menthol tobacco at a higher rate than non-menthol tobacco.
DeVito adds there's also the equity component, since, again, teens, African Americans, and members of the LGBTQ community are more likely to opt for the menthol variety. The Citizens Utility Board wants you to know there are some things you can do to prepare for what looks to be an expensive summer for power bills in Illinois. Energy prices are dramatically high across the globe due to a number of factors, so the Citizens Utility Board is offering resources to help you in a number of ways. Spokesman Jim Chilson says there are 3 simple things you can do right now to cut back on your energy use.
Set your thermostat smartly, weatherize your doors and windows, and make sure you have energy efficient lighting. And then just simply turn off the lights when you don't need them. So, this summer, energy efficiency can help soften the blow of those increases. It won't wipe out those increases. This is going to be a difficult summer, but energy efficiency can help you soften the blow.
He reminds this will be a health and safety issue for many and urges you to check in on your family, friends, and neighbors. Chilson adds they have links to several resources on their website, cubhelpcenter.com. State officials are urging homeowners still struggling due to the pandemic to apply for housing assistance. The Illinois Housing Assistance Fund offers grants of up to $30,000 to help those who have fallen behind on their mortgage or who are having other home-related financial problems, says Governor J.B. Pritzker.
If you are behind on your property taxes and are threatened with the potential that if you can't pay your property taxes that you may lose your home, which is many people, but being behind on property taxes as a result of the financial challenges, this is something you ought to apply for.
The State Housing Development Authority Executive Director Kristen Faust says the easiest way to see if you are eligible is to start online at illinoishousinghelp.org.
And there you will see all the information about gathering your paperwork to apply, and also how to reach out to a trained housing counseling agency to help you. Because sometimes these applications aren't as simple and straightforward as you want, but we have to gather a lot of information to award the funds.
To see if you are eligible and to start the application process, visit IllinoisHousingHelp.org. The deadline to apply is May 31st. This is Arson Awareness Week. The Office of the State Fire Marshal is trying to raise awareness about the cost of arson and the toll it takes on communities. Spokesperson J.C. Fultz says everyone needs to do their part.
We just encourage fire departments to work together with law enforcement partners to educate members of their community about the seriousness consequences of arson. These intentionally set fires are not only impact homes and businesses that are targeted, but can spread and impact larger areas.
The Illinois Fire Marshal's Office offers some tips for helping reduce the risk of arson, including keeping the doors and windows of unoccupied buildings locked and boarding up abandoned buildings. Fultz says you should also lock up any flammable liquids.
We want to educate Illinois residents about the true cost of arson and its impact not only on individuals, but on communities as a whole. We really encourage anyone, if you see something, say something. There's a statewide arson hotline set up, and it's been established so that citizens may anonymously provide information about a suspicious fire that has occurred or may occur.
You can call the statewide arson hotline at 800-252-2947. Last year, the Illinois Fire Marshal's Office responded to more than 1,000 arson investigations, and K-9 teams were brought in on over 200 cases. Chicago Tuesday announced a bid to bring the Democratic National Convention that will choose the party's presidential nominee to the city in 2024. The announcement was accompanied by endorsements from top Illinois Democrats, including Governor J.B. Pritzker and Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Lightfoot says hosting the 2024 Democratic National Convention in Chicago will create tremendous opportunities for job creation and business growth, and would be excited for the chance to show the world why Chicago is an important global city and the epicenter of the Midwest. Governor Pritzker says Illinois has led the way, delivering for America's working families, including raising the minimum wage and expanding health care coverage, voting rights, and child care. He noted former President Barack Obama is from Chicago. 29 minutes after the hour here on this Tuesday morning. Coverage of the morning show is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and the morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. As we come up on 7:30 here on this